You're welcome to walk with me around Guilin, the downtown part, old city part of Guilin. To your left, you can see some statues. These are some of the people who had scored #1 in the royal examinations. Royal examination has a history of over 1300 years. To be #1 was a very, very big deal. The building to our left is the local library. The building itself is around like 100 years ago. You can see the Roman columns. The concrete mortar European or Western building techniques were introduced to China like at the end of 19th century or early 20th century. So around China, you can see lots of what we call it old buildings are Western styles. We are actually walking around along the lakes. This lake used to be the moat to guard the old city, and the building in front of us is the old city gate. It's a replica. It's supposed to be like this city gate. It was supposed to look like a Song Dynasty city gate, which was about 1,000 years ago. The newly built city gate was about several decades old, and this tree is about 500 years old. It's very unusual in China to see trees with hundreds of years of history. And you can see lots of lanterns because it's not long after the Mid-Autumn Festival and the National Day. We're going to find an e-bike so that we can ride the e-bike around the old city part of Guilin. I'm going to explain a little bit along the way, but most of the time you have to see it for yourself. I found out through the e-bike app that there are 2 bikes here, so I'm going to scan them and use them. The first one, the battery is no, so I have to use the second one. This one, it can go 71 kilometers. Yeah, I'll take this one. This is a butter tea restaurant. It's a local special. They use a lot of ginger in the butter tea, and this is a home for the elderly people. And this is kindergarten. On the slogan it says, "Golden October, the whole country, the whole nation is celebrating National Day." And to this building in front of us is the newly upgraded civil servant residential block. Yeah, this other bag, it's broken. It's making a lot of noise. Yeah, but I have to ride it because there's no other bike available right now. Guilin have got the title as the National Civilized City last year. A few days ago, the inspection team came to Guilin to review the National Civilized City construction or status of Guilin. So on the street, you will see a lot of the riders of e-bikes. They are wearing helmet because if they didn't wear helmet during the inspection time, yeah, there would be trouble. To our right is the best hospital in the city. It's very busy. Later on, we'll see a lot of hospital. You will see there is nobody in front of the hospital. The uneven distribution of medical resources is still a huge problem in China. Each city has one or several super hospitals. They take up most of the best medical personnel and the medical equipment, and other hospitals, yeah, not so much. So you will see people from all over the city or from all over the greater city areas. If they have medical needs, they will go to the best hospitals. A lot of interesting about Guilin is there are lots of people who will work as watchmen for cars and e-bikes. They will charge cars and e-bikes for parking. There are hundreds of them. Here's another one, the man sitting by the road. He is working there. I don't see many Chinese cities do this. Most of the time, the e-bikes are parked for free. And it's not an easy job. They got a monthly salary of around $400. To our right, you can see a private school, which has a connection with a local normal university. On the wall, you can see lots of a list of students who have been enrolled in Western universities. In China, it's very common to have a very good private school who has some public school connections. Because A lot of the time, some of the best resources are within the public education system. Now you can see a hill with a cap-like thing on the top. Its name is Naorensan, literally means Old Man Hill. It's the only free hill in the downtown part of Guilin, because most of the other hills were pubs and you have to pay to get in. This hill is kind of famous, like in China, because it appeared in most of Chinese primary school student textbooks. On the textbooks, when there is an article who is writing about the landscape in Guilin, it says, it mentioned this hill. But it is not as famous as a lot of hill we are going to see later, which is called Elephant Hill. There are over 1.3 million square kilometers of Chinese land could be classified as the karst landform. Water played a huge role in shaping the land into different shapes. Some of the best views in China are in the karst landform areas. One of the key features of the karst landform is that there are a lot of caves. Some caves are really beautiful, and some are just like this one, are used for conserving, keeping wines. Up ahead, it's a fire department. The name of this road is called Zhongshanbei Road. Zhongshan, Sun Zhongshan, Sun Yat-sen, he is the founding father of the Republic of China. In many Chinese cities, you'll find roads named after him. In the prosperous Chinese province, Guangdong, you will find a city named Zhongshan City and a famous university named as Sun Yat-sen University. In Chinese, Zhongshan Daxue, Zhongshan University. To our left, you could see a hill. There is a cave right in the middle of the hill. From there, that's a very good sunset spot, because from that cave, you could see the sun setting in the mountains, in the hills. Yes, that's the
这是
Old Man Hill we just mentioned earlier. And from that cave, you could see that Old Man Hill and many more hills in the sunset. On a good day, it could be a really good view to look at. Maybe you have already noticed, you will see on the street there are a lot of women cover themselves up. In this city, people doing this not because of religion, and most likely they are doing this because they want to protect themselves from the sun. Because in Chinese societies, fair skin are greatly valued. Yeah, that is, most people don't like get suntan. Oh, this is Greenland. I'm new to this city, so I kind of sometimes couldn't understand the traffic light system in the city. It's kind of complicated for me. I finally found out what's wrong with the bike. I'm going to have to manually stop the pedals from spinning, making a lot of noise. To our left, this is Lada Hospital, the second hospital of the Guilin city. You can see there is literally no one outside of this hospital. A sharp contrast to the first hospital. And here, the very center of the downtown part of Guilin, Jinjiang Wangfu. In different dynasties, in different times in Chinese history, this place had functioned as the princely residence, the residence or offices for the local government, and museums, and right now a museum and university campus. Here there is a lot of park, and you have to pay like $8 to $9 to get into this park. If you climb this hill, you could have very good view of the princely residence and also the river is by the foot of this hill, and you will see lots of people swimming in the summer at the foot of this hill. I heard it's one of the best spots to swim in downtown Guilin, and it's free, which is unusual in Guilin. The name of this building is called Xiaoyao, the building for the carefree. This bridge we're looking at right now is called Jiefang Bridge, the Liberation Bridge. This was the first permanent bridge to cross the Li River. Its old name was Zhongshan Bridge, like the road named after the founding father of the Republic of China. Now we are looking at Guilin's Cine Opera House. The construction of this building, according to local legend, has been way too long. Guilin's own twin tower. It would light up at night That would be very beautiful. Now you can see some tourist buses. This is a must stop for the tourist groups, as it's close to the Twin Tower and it's also close to another must-see tourist spot in Guilin, that is the Elephant Hill. Now you can see behind the trees the Elephant Hill, the symbol of Guinea's tourism. Yeah, like in the past you could see the Elephant Hill from the road, but now they have built a gate and planted some bushes so that the pedestrians could not see the Elephant Hill from outside. And they're going to charge you like $15 to get in to have a look at this hill. And at the top of the hill, there is a Buddhist pagoda. Because of the shape of the hill is like an elephant, so it was supposed to worship one of the Bodhisattva who is riding an elephant. Guilin Children's Palace. It's like an activity center for the children. Almost every city has a children's palace. In some bigger cities, each district will have a children's palace. The bridge in the distance is kind of look like the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. And the garden to the left is called the Tenant Garden. The red building, we can see a corner of it is in Thai style. And also you can see the palm trees. Hence the Tenant Garden. Now to our left, in the distance, you can see the Old Man Hill. We've already made a full circle around the city. I have to park the bike at designated spots. And here it's full. Alright, there are spots here. Are you looking at the black wire hanging there? Yes, this bike used to equip with helmet, but now it's gone. Yeah, I paid 1 yuan for over half an hour, and for the first 30 minutes I paid 80 cents. That is about 0.28 US dollars.